Teach your children and students about negative effects of interest and about the dangers of interest on our economic system, on our financial issues, in our financial system. Respectable teachers, honorable parents, and chief guests, Hazrat Mufti Sahab, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's an honor to be here in front of you all on this auspicious and precious occasion. And it's an honor for me to address such an amazing gathering and ceremony. Today, we address a topic that has far-reaching impacts on our lives and our community. In trust, a social evil, in Arabic called riba, also known as usury. Interest is a practice where money is lent with the expectation of earning more money in return, often making the rich richer and the poor poorer. This practice is not just a financial issue. It's a moral and ethical concern deeply rooted in our faith. To be honest, for many people, interest may seem like another part of modern financial system, but in fact, it goes against the principles of fairness, equality, justice, and compassion that Islam upholds. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ strongly condemned interest by cursing the one who accepts interest, the one who gives it, the one who records it, and the two who will use it. As a result, interest creates a cycle where the borrower ends up paying more than they borrowed, often trapping them in debt. Mr. President, undoubtedly, interest has serious consequences. It increases the cost of living and burdens people with debt. When people are caught in debt due to interest, they struggle to make ends meet. I strongly want you all to know that it not only affects individuals, but also harms families and communities. In many cases, interest on loans becomes the source of constant stress and financial strain. As Muslims, we are called to aid against all these social evils, and especially interest. We are called to aid with fairness, equality, justice, and compassion. So, why we need that? Because the Quran clearly forbids interest when it states, الذين يأكلون الربا لا يقومون إلا كما يقوم الذي يتخبطه الشيطان من المس. Those who devil in trust will not stand except as stand one whom the devil has driven to madness or insanity by his touch. This is a powerful reminder for all the Muslims of the world that interest is not just a financial issue but a moral wrong. Respectable guest, undoubtedly, we need to protect ourselves and our communities from all the social evils, especially interest. Why? Because if you don't protect ourselves from the pitfalls of the interest, we are declaring a war. We are challenging Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to have a war against Him. Because Allah Almighty says in the Quran, فَإِن لَمْ تَفْعَلُوا فَأْذَنُوا بِحَرْبٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ. So if we are not protecting ourselves from the interest, we are declaring wars against Allah Almighty. So we need to protect ourselves and our community against the pitfalls and against the social evil of interest. For that, first of all, scholars, you can play a key and important role in educating the people about the dangers of interest, and you can educate the people about the importance of following the Islamic financial systems and principles. Share your knowledge with the people about the alternatives to trust-based systems such as Islamic banking and finance options that comply with Sharia principles. Secondly, parents and teachers. Your influence is crucial. You are not aware of your strength, the power of your teachings and motivations. Teach your children and guide them to make financial choices that align with their values and reflect our values. In encourage the practices that promote compassion and justice, and that promote also values, rather than those that exploit and oppress. Mr. Chief Guest, I believe it's our collective responsibility to build a society where the financial and the economic dealings are just and ethical. Because by rejecting trust, we take a stand for a system, for a community that promotes people of profit and that promotes